Finding your routine while traveling can feel challenging. Believe me, I understand, but that doesn't mean it's impossible. If you're someone who wants to be successful in life and in business, then you already know that sometimes you have to be willing to do the challenging things and learn how you can actually make them a whole lot easier. After all, if you shied away from every challenge, you would never have started your business. You'd still be in that 9 to 5 that was so draining, and you never would have started traveling and exploring this world. You can do this. After all, this is your life, and these decisions are largely within your control if you're willing to be creative. As someone who is committed to being successful, you know that taking time to ensure you're starting your day well and overall maximizing your personal energy capacity, that's what's going to allow you to get your best work done. And it's truly worth a bit of attention and effort. So let's give you an energy tune-up and start by bringing attention to your daily rhythm. Grab a piece of paper, anywhere, whatever piece of paper you want. Write down the actions that you do each day. Focus on your morning routine, your evening routine, any part of the day that could particularly use a little bit of TLC. And just write down the sequence of what you do in general, on most days. I know it might be a little different from one day to the next, but there are some things we all do. Brush our teeth, that kind of stuff. You know what I'm talking about. And then once you've written everything down, everything that you're currently doing, get curious. What works about this routine? What doesn't quite work yet? How could you make it even better? Maybe you need to change the order of the actions, or maybe you need to move some things around in your space in order to make things easier, more convenient. Maybe you need to set an alarm or choose a better trigger that cues you when to start this particular routine. One of the biggest challenges that location-independent entrepreneurs face with our routines is that because our locations change frequently, our setup and sometimes the sequence or triggers also change frequently. That means that for us, two things are particularly different in terms of our daily routines compared to our work-from-home colleagues. We want to make our habits as transportable as possible. This is true of all of your habits, but as an example, let's talk about your exercise habits. Learning to exercise at home using your own body weight or resistance bands, which are dramatically more packable, rather than relying on a gym can be a great strategy. Attending virtual classes or using videos to support you and learn more. The second big difference is we want to stay curious and adaptable. The sequence of actions that worked for your morning in one home may need to change in another, simply because the layout of the space is different or the amenities available are different. For instance, maybe you had that little private pool at your rental in Bali, but now you're in a little flat in Berlin, and so you can't take that morning swim. It needs to get swapped out instead for a different activity. So rather than getting frustrated by those changes, get curious, stay creative. Consider this a chance to try something new or to cross-train. Maybe you switch to a morning walk or a run or a video yoga class. As part of the energy element of the Freedom Evolution method, I teach about creating your life rhythm map in order to craft your weekly rhythm to help you get even more clarity about the flow of your days. We also take a deep dive into the anatomy of a habit and exercises to help make habit building easier. But your two best strategies to build your personal routines or daily rhythms are curiosity and creativity. Something that most location-independent entrepreneurs I know have in abundance. So, the next time you feel like you're struggling to figure out your daily routine, turn on those two superpowers and trust that you can figure out anything you choose to make important. If you know that you're ready to get your daily and weekly routines whipped into shape, then our free video series, The Road to Inspired Action, is only available for a few more days before it's going to be gone for the rest of the year. That's why now is the best time to go to chosencourse.com/I want more and learn why time management actually isn't your problem, and what you can do to finally create the location freedom, time freedom, and financial freedom that you really want. Let's get started, Freedom Lover. I'll see you there.